Hello and welcome to ACHO, the abbreviated version of ACHO Reviews, where I take a TLDR look at whatever it is I've reviewed, mentioning something good, something bad, what's the best and what's the worst about whatever it is, in an abbreviated form. And today we've got the Tin Hifi C3, which is a set of 50 euro IEMs sent to me by Linsol. No affiliation with Linsol. You can find out more details, more disclaimers, and read the full review by either clicking on the link in the description or visiting www.achoreviews.com. Okay, so starting off with something good. I mean, in general, the overall package of these IEMs is pretty decent. I mean, the sound in general is pretty good. The performance is pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say excellent, but good. And the build and the overall aesthetics are something I like. I mean, they're a 3D printed resin type build. They're very lightweight. The included cable is metal hardware. I mean, it's not a cable that's overly tangly or anything. Not my favorite cable in the world, but still a very nice cable in my opinion. And overall, the whole build and aesthetics, I think, is something very good. Something bad. Well, I guess we could mention soundstage, but soundstage is something that I don't find to be really excellent on any IEM. I mean, there are a few, but in general, I find most IEMs to be much of a muchness. Not much difference between the soundstage between one and the other. And these are very much average in that regard. They're not terrible, but they're not excellent either. They're sort of average. And also in the upper ranges, there is a bit of unevenness to that treble, which again is not terrible. But you can notice on a few tracks that the treble's not the smoothest in the world. The best, probably isolation. The isolation of these IEMs, especially above 1 kilohertz, is great. I mean, it's way above average. Something that's very good at blocking. I mean, it'll still let through the low rumbles of engines and stuff like that, even though it's still average in that regard. But above 1 kilohertz, the isolation on these IEMs is very, very good. And the worst possibly, it's difficult to say something really terrible about these. But I guess I would probably have to go for the bass being a bit too elevated for my personal taste. They're nowhere near as bad as other models. There is too much of an elevation, but at least the focus isn't really on that mid bass, which gives me a huge amount of fatigue over longer listening periods. These are not like that. The focus is sort of distributed between the sub bass and the mid bass, making them better in that regard, but I still find them a bit too elevated for my personal taste. So, I guess that's it. You can find the full review, as I said, on achoreviews.com, where I'll go into more details, mention songs, what they're like with different things. But for this one, I guess that's it. So I'll be back soon with another one. See you later.